I want to ask you a quick question. Do you want to learn how to make money work for you, instead of working for money? If your answer is yes, then you are in the right place. And if you want to learn more about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. Hello and welcome to this video where I will explain the main ideas and lessons from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book is one of the most popular and influential personal finance books of all time. It has sold over 40 million copies worldwide and has been translated into 51 languages. It tells the story of how Kiyosaki learned different financial principles from his two fathers, his biological father, who was a well-educated and hard-working employee, but always struggled with money, and his best friend's father, who was a high school dropout, but became a successful entrepreneur and investor. Kiyosaki calls them his poor dad and his rich dad, respectively. In this video, I will summarize the 6 main lessons that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad and how they can help you achieve financial freedom and wealth. I will also share some of my own experiences as a financial analyst and some common pain points that many people face when it comes to money management. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of the difference between the poor dad and the rich dad mindset, and how you can apply it to your own life. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. The first lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was that the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. This means that they don't rely on a paycheck from a job to pay their bills and expenses. Instead, they create or acquire assets that generate income for them, even when they are not working. Assets are things that put money in your pocket, such as businesses, stocks, bonds, real estate, royalties, etc. On the other hand, liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, such as cars, clothes, gadgets, credit cards, etc. The poor dad mindset is to work hard for money and spend it on liabilities that make them look rich but actually make them poorer. The rich dad mindset is to work hard to acquire assets that make them truly rich and financially independent. I learned this lesson early in my career as a financial analyst. I realized that no matter how much I earned from my job, I would never be able to achieve financial freedom if I didn't invest my money in assets that could grow and produce passive income for me. That's why I started to save and invest a portion of my income every month in different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, ETFs, REITs, etc. This way, I was able to build multiple streams of income that could cover my living expenses and allow me to pursue my passions and goals without worrying about money. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to investing is that they think they need a lot of money to start. But that's not true. You can start with as little as $100 or even less. The key is to start as soon as possible and be consistent. The power of compound interest will do the rest. Lesson 2. Why teach financial literacy? The second lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was why it is important to teach financial literacy. Financial literacy is the ability to understand how money works and how to manage it effectively. It includes topics such as budgeting, saving, investing, taxes, debt, insurance, etc. The poor dad mindset is to ignore or avoid financial literacy because they think it is too complicated or boring or irrelevant. They rely on others to tell them what to do with their money, or they follow the crowd without doing their own research or analysis. The rich dad mindset is to learn and master financial literacy because they know it is essential for their success and happiness. They take responsibility for their own financial decisions and educate themselves constantly. I can relate to this lesson because I have seen many people who lack financial literacy and suffer the consequences. For example, some of my friends who graduated from college with student loans didn't know how to pay them off efficiently or how to use debt wisely. They ended up paying more interest than necessary or getting into more debt than they could handle. Some of my colleagues who earned high salaries didn't know how to save or invest their money properly. They spent more than they earned or invested in risky or scammy schemes that lost them money. Some of my relatives who retired didn't know how to plan for their retirement or how to protect their wealth from inflation or taxes. They ran out of money or had to depend on others for their living. That's why I decided to become a financial analyst and a financial educator. I wanted to help people improve their financial literacy and achieve their financial goals. I also wanted to keep learning and growing myself, because financial literacy is not a one-time thing. It is a lifelong journey that requires constant updating and adapting. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to financial literacy is that they don't know where to start or what to learn. But that's not a problem. There are many resources available online and offline that can help you learn the basics and beyond. You just need to find the ones that suit your needs and preferences. Lesson 3. Mind your own business. The third lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was to mind his own business. This means that he should focus on building his own assets and wealth, instead of working for someone else's business or wealth. It also means that he should not let other people's opinions or expectations influence his financial choices or goals. The poor dad mindset is to work for someone else's business and wealth, such as a company, a boss, a government, etc. They trade their time and skills for money, but they have little control over their income, security, or freedom. They also care too much about what other people think or say about them, such as their family, friends, neighbors, etc. They try to impress them with their lifestyle, status, or possessions, but they end up living beyond their means or sacrificing their happiness. The rich dad mindset is to work for his own business and wealth, such as his own company, his own investments, his own brand, etc. He leverages his time and skills to create value and money, but he has more control over his income, security, and freedom. He also doesn't care too much about what other people think or say about him, as long as he is doing what he loves and what he believes in. He lives according to his own values and standards, but he ends up living within his means and enjoying his happiness. I learned this lesson when I quit my job as a financial analyst at a big corporation and started my own online business as a financial educator. I realized that working for someone else's business and wealth was limiting my potential and satisfaction. I wanted to have more autonomy and creativity in my work and more impact and value in my service. I also realized that I didn't need to follow the conventional path of success or happiness that society or culture had defined for me. I wanted to create my own path that aligned with my purpose and passion. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to minding their own business is that they are afraid of taking risks or making mistakes. But that's normal. Starting your own business or pursuing your own wealth is not easy or guaranteed. It requires courage, persistence, and learning from failures. But it is also rewarding, fulfilling, and empowering. Lesson 4: The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. The fourth lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was the history of taxes and the power of corporations. This lesson explains how the tax system works and how it affects different income groups differently. It also explains how corporations can be used as legal entities to protect and grow wealth. The poor dad mindset is to pay high taxes on their earned income from their jobs, because they are in the highest tax bracket and they have few deductions or loopholes. They also don't use corporations as legal entities to reduce their taxes or increase their assets. They think corporations are only for big businesses or wealthy people. The rich dad mindset is to pay low taxes on their passive income from their assets, because they are in the lowest tax bracket and they have many deductions or loopholes. They also use corporations as legal entities to shield their income from taxes or leverage their assets for more income. They think corporations are tools for anyone who wants to be financially savvy. I learned this lesson when I incorporated my online business as a limited liability company, LLC. I discovered that by doing so, I could lower my tax rate, deduct my business expenses, protect my personal assets from lawsuits, access more financing options, and increase my credibility and professionalism. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to taxes and corporations is that they don't understand how they work or how they can benefit from them. But that's not hard. You can learn the basics of taxes and corporations from books, courses, podcasts, blogs, etc. You can also consult with a tax professional or a legal advisor who can help you set up your own corporation and optimize your tax strategy. Lesson 5: The rich invent money. The fifth lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was that the rich invent money. This means that they use their creativity and intelligence to create or find opportunities to make money, even when there is none. They don't wait for money to come to them, they go after it. They don't let fear or doubt stop them. They take calculated risks and learn from their mistakes. The poor dad mindset is to believe that money is scarce and hard to get. They think that they need money to make money, or that they need to be lucky or talented or educated to make money. They are afraid of losing money or failing, so they avoid taking risks or trying new things. The rich dad mindset is to believe that money is abundant and easy to get. They think that they can make money with money, or that they can create their own luck or talent or education to make money. They are not afraid of losing money or failing, because they see them as opportunities to learn and grow. I learned this lesson when I started my online business as a financial educator. I realized that there were many problems and needs in the market that I could solve and satisfy with my skills and knowledge. I didn't need a lot of money or resources to start. I just needed a laptop, an internet connection, and a passion for teaching. I created my own products and services, such as courses, books, podcasts, etc., and marketed them online. I also found other ways to monetize my content, such as ads, sponsorships, affiliates, etc. I was able to generate multiple streams of income from different sources and platforms. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to inventing money is that they don't know how to find or create opportunities to make money. But that's not difficult. You can start by looking at your own skills, interests, hobbies, passions, etc., and see how you can use them to solve a problem or add value for someone else. You can also look at the trends, gaps, niches, demands, etc., in the market and see how you can fill them with your unique offer. You can also network with other people who are doing what you want to do and learn from their experiences and insights. Lesson 6. Work to learn, don't work for money. The sixth and final lesson that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad was to work to learn, don't work for money. This means that he should choose his jobs or careers based on what he can learn from them, not on how much he can earn from them. He should seek to acquire valuable skills and knowledge that can help him grow as a person and as a professional. He should also seek to learn from different mentors and experts who can guide him and inspire him. The poor dad mindset is to work for money only. They choose their jobs or careers based on how much they can earn from them, not on what they can learn from them. They settle for jobs that are safe and secure, but boring and unfulfilling. They don't seek to acquire new skills or knowledge that can help them advance or diversify their income. They also don't seek to learn from different mentors or experts who can help them improve or innovate their work. The rich dad mindset is to work for learning first, then for money. They choose their jobs or careers based on what they can learn from them, not on how much they can earn from them. They look for jobs that are challenging and rewarding, but also fun and meaningful. They constantly seek to acquire new skills or knowledge that can help them excel or expand their income. They also seek to learn from different mentors or experts who can help them master or create their work. I learned this lesson when I changed my career path from being a financial analyst to being a financial educator. I realized that working as a financial analyst was not fulfilling my passion or purpose. I was earning good money, but I was not learning anything new or exciting. I was doing the same tasks over and over again, without any creativity or innovation. I was also not making any positive impact on the world or on other people's lives. That's why I decided to pursue my passion for teaching and sharing my financial knowledge with others. I realized that working as a financial educator was more fulfilling and rewarding for me. I was earning less money at first, but I was learning a lot more about myself and about the world. I was doing different tasks every day, with a lot of creativity and innovation. I was also making a positive impact on the world and on other people's lives. One of the common pain points that many people face when it comes to working to learn, don't work for money is that they are afraid of changing their jobs or careers because they are comfortable with what they have or they are afraid of losing their income or status. But that's short-sighted. You can always find ways to make money, but you can't always find ways to learn and grow. Learning and growing are the keys to success and happiness in life and work. So, these are the 6 main lessons that Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad and shared in his book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I hope you found them useful and insightful. I highly recommend you to read the book yourself and apply the lessons to your own life. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what is your biggest takeaway from the book Rich Dad Poor Dad and how you are applying it to your own life. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.